Welcome back to Stone Lizard Hops, everybody. I know we're all going through that little figuring out questions about now that it's cold and you have time to think. And, yes, it's a good thing to do. Think, figure out how you're going to do your garden. So, today's subject, speaking of gardens, is the heck do I do with all that extra, the skin off of the wood right there? Some of you use it all for kindling and everything like that. With me, there's all this moss growing on it. It's like a fungus kind of taking over towards the back inside some of it. Pretty sure bark beetles. So, it's inevitable. Bark beetles are a big thing out here in the state. So let's go ahead and make use of it in better product and way. So bark beetles usually start behind wood, and they want to go ahead and hide in that wood. Now, buried under sand, they don't do so well feathering back out. So that's why they're buried into wood, is so they have that little mini insulation layer for next year, sap to eat, all that good jazz. That's a whole nother subject on a whole nother video. Today we're just talking about doing the garden with the bark. So we got this bark, we got this really beautiful fungus and moss starting to form up in there. We got a layer of ash that's been layered out throughout the whole thing right there. Had some snow come in last night, melt immediately. So we got some good, nitrogen-based rain that would have came in. And of course, we used good old ash. And that's going to go ahead and, bring up our pH pretty high. We're going to let this run on down. Normally what you want to do is kind of poke it into the soil you're going in on the base with. Today we're going with some metal liners on the side right here. These are upcycled. Very big thing. Upcycling is huge in my world. If you use it for another use, use it for another use. It's not being cheap. Sometimes you pay more for upcycled goods just because you can't find them. So you can use the bark as a bordering on the backside, which I didn't have enough metal for. So I took this bark and I'm laying it out. Got some eggshells, got some paper towels in there. You know why? Because it's going to break down over in the soil. It gives the worms a little cover spot. This is green chili seeds right here. Huge thing in my world. I would be using all this, so that's why I'm planting it in. There's pomegranate seeds. I'll be able to come back and find those little donors later on. So we got all this wood that's stacked up on the side, as you can see. Before there was no border. That's going to help me. And this will end up getting a dose of ash, a little manure and compost, and of course, topsoil. And so we're going to go with base topsoil, and then we'll mix everything into it as a conglomerate. But you could also do it as a lasagna layer, as you can see we're doing over here. And that's what the focus is on this one. So we'll go and lay this down. Topsoil will go on top of it. I'll get some compost, throw that on top after. And then from there, I'll go ahead and I'll buy, I like Nature's Way from Home Depot for outdoor soil. Throw it on top, really good soil. It's cheap, very easy to fit your budget. Get the compost, the mushroom compost they have there. It's really good, but you are going to get mushrooms that'll admit out throughout your garden. Never know, look them up. Maybe you might find some edible mushrooms. That's a plus in my book for your garden. And it means that you have a good nutritional mycelium source. This is the reason why I say the mushroom compost. And you want to go with something good like that. Now, if you're laying in the wood, and see how there's a curvature shape. If I laid it like this, the sand's going to get on it and kind of flatten it out. I like to lay it downward because whenever you press it down, it's going to crack and press out all that air. That way, whenever you water, you don't have these weird little dents in your soil. So that's a big thing. You can also use weeds, logs, any type of biomatter, because once it hits the soil, the microbials will do their job and actually start eating all this wood plus all the earthworms under, which are going to benefit from that and start creating worm castings and all of that are good stuff. But you see, this is going to slowly break up, so all the stuff that you're adding that I'm talking about on top is going to break down and eventually drain below this. This is going to help bring that back up and help you with that sourcing of nutrients, so you're not having to add additives or anything along the way. So I hope this all helped out. Take a chance, try it out, make a little garden. Heck, find a pallet, break it apart, make you a little garden box and start using some of that technique. You can always find anything from trees all around you to, leaves, different types of matter. It doesn't matter if you're in a city, wherever you are, you can always find this stuff. And you can always build it custom to how you're going to do it. So go ahead and subscribe, follow, find out some more tips. It's cold as heck out here. I'm going to finish what I'm doing and get myself back in by a fire by some pinon wood. Love y'all, and y'all have a wonderful day.